Please help. No, is it a trap? Run him over, Joel! Henry, Kathleen, interrogations. Oh, what in the Anne Frank? He's like, I am 50. This ain't laziness. This is arthritis. Hello, everyone. My name is Michelle, and thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you could, please give it a like before exiting, and please consider subbing. Today, we'll be watching the 4th episode of The Last of Us. Hey, everyone. It's been a while since I've sat down to watch The Last of Us. I hope everyone's doing good. School, work, kids, whatever your lives are like, I hope everything's going well. My pup, my big guy, he is going in for his x-rays tomorrow to check his hip implant to make sure that's it's melding, everything's I think they want a scar tissue to build up around the hip implant and make sure everything's doing well. They're going to do an x-ray and see if there's any sign of infection, some blood work. So just praying that all goes well. The Last of Us. Last episode, we meet Bill and Frank, and holy hell, that was a soul-crushing episode. When I tell you my headache lasted a full, 2 straight days. Well, no. I went to sleep with a pounding headache. I cried so hard, my head just wouldn't stop. My nose was stuffed for hours after. I felt a physical reaction to that episode. So, hands off to The Last of Us for episode 3, because I did not expect that kind of episode from this kind of show. But that's a good thing. I like that I'm pleasantly surprised that a show about a fungus zombie apocalypse can make me bawl my eyes out over a love story. Y'all did the damn thing with that episode. And when you really think about Bill and Frank, I feel like that was the best case scenario. When you really think about all the possibilities that could have happened to both of them in this fungus zombie apocalypse, falling in love and living on this little house and living off the land, that was the best outcome anyone in this apocalyptic world could have hoped for. So I'm glad that they got a chance to go out on their own terms rather than ripped apart or bitten or infected. Just, that I'm glad they got that ending. But we end that episode with Joel and Ellie. They make it to Bill and Frank's house, and they find out, Frank leaves a letter, or is it Bill? Bill or Frank leaves a letter for Joel, and he once again receives this message, this death, Tess was on the brink of death and they've already passed, but they leave a message essentially telling Joel, protecting people, that's our purpose, we're protectors. And he tells him to protect Tess, but Tess is already gone, and Tess left her last wishes for Joel is to save as many people as he can and protect Ellie. So I think this is sort of us setting up Joel as this protective figure. And I think it starts off in episode 1 with him failing. Well, I don't even think he fails to protect Sarah. It's how do you prepare for that? You don't think a soldier's just gonna pop you like that. So I don't even think he failed to protect Sarah, but I'm pretty sure he sees it that way. Now, Ellie snatches up one of Bill and Frank's guns. Now, I understand, yes, Joel told her, don't go against, yes, having that gun is against what Joel has made it very clear, no weapons in your hand. But at the same time, I can understand why Ellie would want one. I mean, God forbid Joel becomes incapacitated and it's just her and she has to figure out how to fight, because Tess did say it's not just the bite you have to work. Yes, you may not be able to get infected, but that does not mean you're immune from getting ripped apart. She needs something to protect herself with, and I understand that desire Ellie has. I understand Joel's desire for her. Well, he doesn't fully trust her to have a gun. I understand why he doesn't trust her to have a gun. He doesn't know her like that, and anything could happen. I don't even know if she knows how to use it properly, but I understand where both sides are coming from. Anyways, that's where we are with Joel and Ellie. So go ahead and get comfortable and whatever it is you like to do when you watch your favorite reactions. Kick it back and let's get into this episode. Oh, God. Girl, put the blicky down. Put it away, please. Okay, you know what? Maybe she shouldn't have a gun. I take back everything I said in the opening. Oh, God. I'm scared. I'm scared of her having a gun. I take it back. I take everything I said back. This isn't gonna end well. Ellie. Oh my God. Girl. I was wrong. Take it away. Joel, keep both eyes open, please.
We have to do this every hour?
Gas breaks down over time. This stuff's almost water. Back in the day, we'd drive 10, 12 hours on one tank.
Nice. How does that work?
It's when liquid travels against gravity because pressure.
You don't know.
I know it works. No wandering.
I think it has a lot to do with the change in, when, you know, I'm just like him. I'm pretending to know when I don't know.
Doesn't matter how much you push the envelope. It'll still be stationary.
What?
No fun. Volume 2 by Will Livingston. Volume 2. Look, you get
Is it a...
Two?
Oh my
Two.
God. She found a book of puns. Oh no, girl. Put it away. Put it away before I throw it. This is adorable,
An algebra.
Feel free to wait in the truck.
Okay, but just know, you can't...
Oh my goodness. I love it. I love how annoying she is to him.
Here, this make you all nostalgic?
This is actually
Hank
before my
Williams.
time.
Right.
It's a winner, though.
He's like, I'll take it though. Oh, good God. Nope, no. The only country music I listen to is Shania Twain.
Reading, but it has some interesting pictures.
Oh, no. Put that back. That's not for kids.
How do
Ellie?
you even walk around with that thing?
Oh my God, what is this? She found a porno?
Why are all these pages stuck together? I'm just with you.
Oh my God. Oh my God. He's like, someone may have come now. That's like, nope. I'm just joking. They're a complete mess and I love it. Arby's.
The dark.
Who eats at Arby's? You know what? This is probably the most accurate thing. You would pass an Arby's in an apocalypse.
Forsaken, forgotten, without any love.
Okay, Mr. Hank Williams, sing it.
All right, that's enough for today.
We're just going into like some random... What if there are bears out here? Tigers, bears. Oh my God. Is that ravioli? I knew it. I'm like, I know some Chef Boyardee when I know it. Listen, growing up in Florida, hurricane season comes around.
20-year-old Chef Boyardee ravioli.
That guy was good.
I actually agree.
Yeah, when you grow up in Florida, hurricane season rolls around, you pack your canned goods up.
So can we start a fire? I'm freezing.
Now, why am I going to tell you no?
People?
Oh, that's right. This is just like The Walking Dead. The infected are not the true enemy. People are. Joel, your surrogate daughter, has a blicky of her own, and she's holding it up like she's in a movie. I'm gonna need you to take it from her. I was pro Ellie taking a gun to defend herself. That opening scene, no. Take it before she pops herself accidentally.
Joel.
I know you hear her.
Joel!
Yeah.
Can I ask you a serious question?
Yeah.
Aw, he seems so concerned.
Why did the Scarecrow get an award?
Girl, what in the...
Because he was outstanding in his field.
You dick!
No. sleep.
Oh my god, what if Sarah and him had a moment like that? Like she said that joke to him before. Oh my god, and that's how he knew it. Sarah.
Anyone knows we're here, right? No one's gonna find us.
Oh god, someone's gonna find them.
No one's gonna find us.
He's just comforting her. Well, I know how this episode's gonna go. People are gonna find them. What is that? Is he boiling coffee? They have coffee? I feel like if Ellie would be a coffee drinker.
Seriously, what those Starbucks in the QZ used to sell?
Yep.
It smells like burnt.
Listen, girl. Put a little International Delight French vanilla creamer. You're good.
West. Where in Wyoming did you say your brother was?
Last contact came through.
That's right. I completely forgot. We're supposed to be looking for Tommy. Tommy! I forgot about you, Tommy.
Tommy,
Younger or older?
younger.
Why isn't he with you?
Long story.
Is it longer than 25 hours? Because I think that's what we got.
No, we're not there yet? Not there yet. Oh, are we there yet?
Tommy's what we used to call a joiner.
We're there yet.
Wants to save the world. Pipe dream, him, fireflies, all of them. Delusional.
So he's a pessimist and the brother is the optimist. It kind of tracks with the eldest sibling always having to be pragmatic. I think that tracks for just the nature of an older brother versus a younger brother. I say that as a youngest sibling.
If you don't think there's hope for the world, why bother going on?
Fair question.
What if you don't find him?
I will.
How do you know?
I'm persistent.
For a man who doesn't hope much, he's certainly hoping he'll find him. I love it. That is so true. Oh my goodness. That is like having younger nieces. They do the same thing when I bring them around. I'm not tired. I'm not tired. 2 seconds later, I put a stupid movie in and then knocked out 5 minutes later. Got popcorn popped and everything. They do it all the time.
Stay put.
Is that a Sara Lee delivery truck? Listen, I eat her bread. Her healthy multi-grain bread. It's good bread. Oh. Is there any way to go around? That is so convenient. Real convenient. Like right smack dab in the middle. You Sara Lee delight truck.
Well, don't look at the state map. Look at the
I
inset.
don't know where we are in that either. This is my second day in a car, man.
She makes a good point. Yeah, all I do is put on Google Maps and call it a day. I don't know how to read a map.
Hey,
Uh-oh.
please help.
Please help. No. Is it a trap? I know a trap when I see one. Yeah, that's a trap.
Are we gonna help him?
No, that's a trap. Oh! Oh my god. Oh no, the tires. Ram over, Joel! Ooh! Jesus. Is it a laundromat?
You're not hurt, nothing.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Oh my god. Get out the car. See if there's any exits. Oh, I knew they were gonna get ambushed by people.
Hey, you see that hole? Can you squeeze through?
Oh my god, this is terrifying.
When I say go, you crawl to that wall and you squeeze through and you don't come out until I say, okay?
As brave as she is, this has to be terrifying.
Go!
Come on, girl. Okay, but how's Joel gonna get out of this? Joel, can you fit? You said you weren't that good of a shot. Ooh, I guess he is that good of a shot. Okay, then. Careful, careful, he's going after you. Come on. Oh my god, is he coming near her? Ooh. Where's the gun you have? Maybe this would be the time to like, just, oh my god. Did Joel get him? I think Joel got him. Joel, please tell me you shot him. Okay. Joel said, whew. Got him. How many bullets did you use? Oh shit. Oh my god. Come on, Ellie. If he needs some help, tap it. Come on. Oh, that knife. Or the gun. Something. Knife, gun, stab, shoot, stab, gun, knife, gun, something. Hurry up. Move it. Oh, okay. Using the gun then. Let's please be careful. Joel's like, where'd you get the gun? You know what? Thank you for saving my life, but where'd you get the gun?
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's over. We're not fighting anymore. I don't know what to do.
Oh my god.
My legs don't work.
Oh my god, this is...
We can be friends. I didn't know.
I think that's a little too late. This is disturbing. I mean, the realism of it all, but oh my god. Like, yes, I stole a gun. Hush. I saved your life, though. And not just to watch this. Oh god.
Get back behind the wall.
No. I'm sorry. Please,
Yeah,
please.
she shouldn't have to see this.
I'm sorry. Please. Please. No, please. Please. I'm sorry.
Oh, this is... Ooh. That is so traumatizing for her. Oh, is she crying? There are no words for how traumatizing that scene must have
I'm
been.
okay.
No, you're not.
I'm good.
She's not
What
okay,
now?
and I think he knows it.
Since that night.
What the hell?
What else do you want me to say?
Who is this?
You know where Henry is.
Henry, Kathleen, interrogations.
Where my brother was beaten to death.
Oh, you were wronged. I delivered you.
Oh. That's, I did not see that
Never
coming.
told them anything about.
And we know that he's still in the city. And I think that you know that too.
Is Henry his brother, or?
You think I won't do it?
Can you imagine being murdered by the child you brought into the world? Well, not brought into the world, but delivered. So I'm guessing those guys were, that was shooting at Joel and Ellie were fireflies?
Who did this?
Could be Mercs.
Will he live?
No. Wait, you have a doctor
If I had
back
a
there.
doctor.
Exactly. I'm like, wait a
There's
minute.
no chance.
You got a
I'm
doctor?
sorry.
Oh god, is she gonna go kill him? Oh.
This is Henry's work. Find who did this. Find every collaborator and kill them all.
Oh god. But Joel and Ellie weren't doing anything to y'all. They were just driving and then y'all attacked them. And I get you were saying, oh, just give us your stuff and we'll let you go. But taking someone's stuff in this world is tantamount to killing them. So I don't know how I feel about y'all.
They're not Fedra and they're not Fireflies, so who are they?
Huh. So there isn't another resistance group other than the Fireflies? Because they seem to be anti-Fedra, but if they're not Fireflies, then...
Yeah, so
Was he hurt? Did he get hurt during that? Or is it just age? Old bones. I think he is 50.
Are you okay?
Are you okay, Ellie? Because that was not
are you all right?
exactly like... That was traumatizing what she saw.
Thing is I didn't hear that guy coming. He shouldn't have had to have... You know,
Well, you're glad I did, right?
when you're just a kid.
It's not that simple. Between his life
You
and
should
having
know
a
what it
child
means.
having to pull the trigger. Exactly.
Shooting.
And hearing him beg after that.
I know what it's like. If you,
You want to talk?
well,
He's trying so hard.
I'm not good at this.
Yeah, you really aren't.
I mean, it was my fault. You shouldn't have had to. And I'm sorry.
Oh, I love them. I love them.
It wasn't my first time.
Oh, we thug life. She's like, that ain't my first time I had to cap a nigga.
Show me your grip.
Oh, okay.
Left hand squeezes down on the right.
Teaching her how to use a gun. Such a heartwarming moment. Aw. They're building trust
Uh-oh.
now. Oh.
You put it in your pack. You shoot your damn off.
Oh god, them old bones. I hear the stiffness when he got up. You can hear the groan. Oh. Girl, he said the bag. The bag. This girl lives to bend the rules. But I guess she put it in there just in
We'll get through
case
this.
when they have to run and someone comes up on them, it'll be easy access. So I guess that's why she did that. Who are you people? Oh, I guess children were hiding up here. Oh, what in the Anne Frank?
They're out of food. Henry won't let Sam starve.
Okay, so we got a Henry, a Sam, a Kathleen.
What?
So you're hunting for a child? Because them look like the drawings on the wall. Kids. Ma'am, are you hunting kids? What the hell happened here? Is it a sinkhole? Got a lot of those in Florida. Oh, why is it moving?
When do we tell the others?
Is it not a sinkhole?
Not yet. Let's just handle what we have to handle. We can deal with this after.
Kathleen.
After.
So it's not a sinkhole?
Okay.
What the hell is that? That don't look like something you should be putting aside. That looks like something that needs to be handled now. What is that? Why was the ground moving? Even this man's like, I feel like this should be our priority rather than hunting down supposedly 2 kids who are drawing and coloring on the walls.
God damn it.
He's like, God damn, this girl don't listen.
Where'd you be without me, huh?
By now, Wyoming.
Oh.
That one.
Oh, I love their banter. They have such great humor. Like, I mean, as actors, they have like great
Go way
comedic
out.
timing with each other.
Take a look at this.
How did you know it was an ambush?
Probably because he did something like that before.
I've been on both sides.
Oh,
Did you kill innocent people?
I'm gonna take your silence as a yes.
Come on.
Give me a minute.
Get up, you lazy.
Oh my God. He's like, I am 50. This ain't laziness.
56
This is
years old,
arthritis. Oh, I guess if someone comes in, you can hear the glass break. That's clever.
You sure you're gonna hear it?
Of course I'll hear it. That's the damn point.
She's gonna wake him up and tell him a pun again, isn't she? Or he's gonna say a pun to her.
Hey,
Yeah.
when we were talking about hurting people,
Oh, okay, now.
what did you mean it wasn't your first time?
I don't want to talk about it.
All right. You don't have to. Having to deal with all of this?
So it gets easier when you get older?
No.
Not really.
Mm-hmm.
But still.
The reason I asked whether you'd hear the glass or not is because I've noticed you don't hear too well from your right side.
Probably more from shooting. So if you want to keep your hearing, you stick to that knife.
I like the realism of that.
Joel,
Hmm.
did you know diarrhea is hereditary?
What?
What?
Yeah, it runs in your genes.
I knew someone was gonna bring up a pun. Oh, he's
Could have took that stupid.
You laughed, motherfucker.
I didn't laugh.
Yes, you did.
Jesus, I'm losing it.
You're losing it big time.
Oh, I adore them. I wonder how long it's been since he's just laughed like this. Oh, that's so heartwarming. Oh, what a difference from the way last episode ended with me dying on the inside. Oh, it's not over. I thought it was over.
Joel.
Oh,
Joel!
oh, he didn't hear it. Oh, shit. Oh. Oh my God. Okay, maybe these are okay. Okay, maybe the soft-spoken lady Kathleen had a point. These kids were on some other. Oh, okay. That episode went by fast. This one felt short, but it did end without me bawling my eyes out. So that I will take. That is an improvement from the way last episode ended. Headaches, can't breathe. I'll take it. Okay, so I truly enjoy the chemistry between Bella Ramsey and Pedro Pascal. That is just, the humor is, I adore it. I adore them. And I must say, that scene where she shoots the guy, and he's begging. There was such most shows where you just put one bullet in them, they just die instantly. But this really did. He wasn't dead on that one first shot, and because I think she shot him in the back because he said he couldn't walk, he couldn't feel his legs, so I guess she caught his lower spine, maybe upper, lower, middle, whichever part controls that. Yeah, and just that long drawn out sequence of him begging and talking about his mother. I wonder if no, I doubt Kathleen's his mother. She would have probably felt more enraged by it. But speaking on his family and the trade and everything, and just her standing there watching and hearing him beg, it was 1000% traumatic for her, but she seems to just roll with the punches really well. But I do like that Joel understands that, one, she's not okay, and this has to affect her in some way, shape, or form, and him feeling guilty that she had to do it. I do think her saving his life when she revealed the weapon probably softened the blow of the fact that she took a weapon from Bill and Frank behind his back and didn't, he clearly has not wanted her to have a weapon. She snatches one up, but I think the potential for his anger was definitely erased by the circumstances in which it was revealed that she had the gun. So I like that it's not a moment of betrayal. It's not a moment of mistrust. It is a moment that he's both grateful, but at the same time, it feels like his life versus her having to bear that on her hands. I feel like he really would have, I don't know if he would rather died, but he would have rathered her not have to pull that trigger. But just the way they unveiled that was a very good way of letting it be a moment that can actually draw them together rather than something that just breathes further mistrust between them. So I like the choice that they did that, because I'm like, these two have to bond, and the silly puns and that the magazine, the dirty magazine, and she's like, why is it all stuck together? I did not see that coming at all. But yes, I thoroughly enjoyed this episode. That rocks. It looked like the beginning of a sinkhole, but it was moving. I don't know if it's a sinkhole or if it's like something to do with these fungus zombies, but something's moving in that building. They sealed it off, but the guy looked extremely worried that this is not something we should be putting off in favor of searching for. I believe their names are Henry and Sam, who I am assuming those are the two gentlemen. One seems to be maybe like 15 and the other one looks like maybe 10, 11, 12. They look, okay, maybe 16 and 13. They look young. They seem to be the ones who were up in the attic drawing the two little superheroes like Superman. So I'm guessing we're going to get more of their backstory and who they are and who these people are, because Joel said they're not Fireflies, they're not Fedra, they're just people, but clearly they're anti-Fedra. So if they're not the Fireflies, who are you people? Let's see. There's also a mentioning of Ellie having to hurt someone before, and there was a scene in the first episode where Marlene and Ellie are talking, and Ellie calls Fireflies terrorists, and she says and I can't remember the name, but it seemed like someone who was important to Ellie, and she says, was blank a terrorist? I can't recall the name, but I wonder if that has to do with something, or whatever that insinuation was has to do with whoever she had to hurt, or she says, it wasn't my first time. I wonder if these two things are linked. I think that's it for the episode, but the bantering and the humor and how it ended, well, it didn't end with them laughing, but just how like humor and laughter is the best way to break up a very awkward situation. But of course the joke has to land. If it doesn't, it just makes it even more awkward. But I'm gonna end this video here, and I'm gonna end it with saying thank you so much for watching. I want to go ahead and jump into episode 5. This was 4. 5 is next. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like this reaction, go ahead and give the video a like and tell me what you thought of the episode down below. And please subscribe. Thank you all so much. Have a good one. Be good, y'all, and peace.